In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 mistakes that people do in their PMP exam preparation, and these mistakes led them to fail in the exam. Now, daily 5 to 10 students reach me that they have been studying for 5 to 6 months, but they could not pass the PMP exam. I'm going to discuss all these mistakes one by one. And if you are preparing for the PMP exam, I would highly recommend avoid these 10 mistakes to pass in the PMP exam. Who am I? I am Amer Ali, author of Pathway to PMP, PMP booklet, and multiple other books. I have more than 4,000 videos on YouTube and 1,500 plus certified in only last 3 years. The success rate of 99%. So let me share this thing how we work. Oh, one more thing. I'm PMI authorized training provider instructor ATPI. So let's go with the first and the most basic problem. You see, no matter from where you took the training, maybe you have taken training from Udemy, maybe you have taken training from other areas, wherever you have taken the training, many people believe, and this includes the very good known trainers, that you need to read PMBOK. PMBOK is something you follow and then you go for it. No, 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 no. PMP exam is not based on PMBOK, especially from 2021 when the exam was updated, the ECO. There is no input output questions, there is no critical path questions, very less formula question. All the exam questions are situational based and you don't have to cram it. Matter of fact, you don't even have to read a book. Like 95% of my students, they don't even read my book. They don't even read this book. You don't have to read any book. Exam is based on exam content outline, not on PIM book. So PIM book is just one of the reference guide. Don't believe me? Let me take you to PMI official website. Okay, let's make this thing official. So I go to this PMI website. You can go there and I will put the link later on. Exam reference, top 10 most frequently cited reference from volunteer project who developed this. The best way to know what is covered in the PMP exam is exam content outline. Exam content outline is on which exam is based, not on PIMBOK. So they put 10 reference guide, these reference guide, but something beautiful the PMI has done in recent is this. The exam is based on PMP exam content outline, not the PIMBOK's guide or other reference guide. The PIMBOK 7th edition, 6 has no way people still refer 6th edition or other books. 6 has nothing to do with that. 7th edition will be now reference for development to understand that thing. However, before any exam, validate item, things like that, etc., etc. This is a very important, and this is one of the biggest mistake I still see. People read a book and try to memorize it. Number one thing. Number two thing, and this is a very important thing, time management. People get mocks on which they can actually stop the question answer. Let's say you get to Udemy, you buy any simulator, and there are good simulator. And I do recommend, if you want to know which simulator on Udemy, like $8 or $9, I recommend put in the comment box. I will put the linkage of those simulator. So let's say they buy it, some simulator on Udemy. That simulator you can actually pause it. When the simulator, you can pause it, you like do 5 question now, 5 question later on. It does not prepare you for the real time management. PMP exam is a time management exam. 230 questions, 230 questions, and you have, oh sorry, 180 questions. My bad. 180 questions in 230 minutes. 180 questions, 230 minutes. Exam is divided into 60 question, 10-minute breaks, 61 to 120 question, 10-minute breaks. You have two breaks and you have 230 minutes. So the timer is all the time running. 230, 229, 228. The timer is running. You need to manage that timer. That's a very critical thing in your PMP exam. Most of the time, people understand the topic. They understand the idea. They have practiced it, but they get a problem with the time management, and that become a biggest challenge with them. So time management or not managing time properly is the second problem that people face. This is a very important thing. When you go to the uh, PMP exam, buy some good simulator. Like, you can get my simulator, or you can buy any other good simulator that where you cannot stop timer. PMI has launched their own study hall. It's, I would say it's still in beta stage, but at least something you can get it. So you can get that, you can get prepcast, you can get edu's upsport simulator or my simulator if you want to elevate it further on. So these are the two mistakes. Let's go with the next mistake. The next mistake is lack of structured plan, or what I say, a customized plan according to you. You see, most of the time we underestimate how much effort is required to pass in the PMP exam. We see somebody has given a study map, read Rita, read this. We just follow their roadmap and try to book the exam. We don't have our own customized roadmap according to our own thing. Everyone's schedule is different. You cannot use one roadmap for the other person. It is not possible. You need to make a customized, you need to have a customized roadmap according to your requirement. What I feel that this roadmap will work for you. So maybe talk to your trainer from here. You have taken the training, get the roadmap, make your own roadmap depending upon your learning style. Can you read book or you want to watch video? How you are preparing, how much time you are doing, and make a roadmap accordingly. It's a very important thing that you make a roadmap according to that thing. So third important thing. Okay. Now, relying on memorization instead of understanding. This is a very important thing. PMP exam has 180 questions. 180 questions. All those questions are situational questions. What do I mean by situational questions? You see, you get all the questions, but the questions will be, as a project manager, you are working this, you have to do this. What will you do? The problem is there. You need to find out the solution. So you need to solve those question answers. You need to practice those question answers. You don't need to memorize. People still, like, they're still saying 49 process, how to memorize it. Don't memorize it. You will not get even a single question on what is the input of this process, what is the output of process. No, 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 no. You will not even get the question what this tool says. No, situational question. How to use check sheet. Like, you want to prioritize something, which tool you will use? Check sheet, checklist, Pareto chart, or scatter diagram. Put in the chat box. What do you think? And that is your one of the easiest question of PMP exam. This is the easiest question. Okay. Now this is very important. Using too many resources. Now we are living in an information age. If you go and type PMP on YouTube or on Google, you will get at least 30 different people putting their content. We have Andy Ramdayal, a good trainer. We have Varun Anand from EDU of Sport. We have PMP Ray. We have David McCallum, Prizon, then me, then so many other people putting the content. I would even say that one bad coach is better than two coach who pushes you from opposite direction, right? Choose your coach, follow him. Whoever is it, does not matter. If somebody is teaching PMP, they have done the PMP, I'm sure they can help you to pass it. So one bad coach is better than two coach who are taking you in opposite direction. For example, I'm saying you that you don't have to read books, and you have taken training and you are following it. Okay, taking training, someone you can make a mistake, but you are still following somebody rigorously, having discussion with them, and he is saying, no, 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 you need to read one book. So you get confused in between. Follow one good resource. Do your due diligence, do your research, and go for a program that works best for you, and then follow it religiously. No matter what, like, depending upon you are looking for the like exclusive program that we do, the premium program, or you are looking for a cheap program, inexpensive, within 50 $100, you can find it, right? But follow your roadmap, follow your trainer. One person is enough. Okay. Now, the next thing is ignoring servant leadership mentality. You see, soft skills are very important for your PMP exam. And one of the critical part of the soft skill is having understanding the different type of leadership. What is charismatic leadership? What is transformational leadership? Transactional leadership? Different type of leadership is there. So when we talk about different type of leadership, we need to understand one critical part, very important. I would say this is the most important thing for your PMP exam, servant leadership mentality. What is servant leadership? Like, let me give you one or two things. As a servant leader, you never fire a team member. You never fire a team member. That's very important. You don't want to fire a team member. You want to identify the training requirements. You provide that training. You identify, okay, what else training need is there, and provide those training. That's very critical. That is one of the important thing, having a servant leadership mentality throughout the project. This is a critical part. Understanding the process group, I would say overlooking process groups. You see, guys, PMP exam ha- has a flow into it. What happens in initiation? Three things. You get a project charter, assumption log, you identify the stakeholder. Planning, how do we plan for that thing? Execution, we actually work into it. Monitoring and control, planned versus actual. Closing, what to do. In my 7-step formula, I basically put a highlight on this thing, that this is very, very critical. You identify where you are in the process: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, closing. Where are you? If you can identify where are you can work into the best possible way. Very critical for your PMP exam. Not analyzing incorrect answers, which I say root cause analysis, because you can solve thousands and thousands and thousands of questions. But if you don't analyze, if you don't review where the question answers are, what mistakes you are doing, how you can improve it, then how you can study. So not analyzing incorrect answer is one of the biggest problem that students have. And I don't want you to have that problem. I want you, when you solve the question, like maybe you can write it on notes on iPad, or you can go onto your Excel, but learn the lesson from the question. Learn what did you learn from this question, and put it in somewhere. Put it in somewhere. What did you learn from that? That's a very critical part. Learn from that thing. What did you learn from that pattern area? Very important. Okay. So, yeah. Now let's talk about the exam day or about exam week. In the last week of your exam, I recommend you go quickly through the materials, like that PMP booklet. If I show you, this PMP exam booklet is like 10, this much thick, 10 to 15 pages. So if you don't want to study books, I do recommend study this booklet. It's like 10 pages. If you get it, the e-form is available on my website. You can buy it, or you can get it from Amazon. If you can get it from Amazon, I do recommend get the hard copy. But go to that booklet. Like, this will be quickly review of the material, and then there's a video, I will put it there. Time management, how to manage that time. Go through that. Have a servant leadership mentality. Have a servant leadership mentality and a agile mindset. That is very, very critical for your PMP exam. If you manage your final day, and then if you manage this way, you will be able to get it done. So these were the 10 mistakes that students does. I would highly recommend, if you are preparing for your PMP exam, please avoid this mistakes. I would recommend, like, if you can enroll in my program, I will work with you, and that can help you in clearing PMP, like we have done with 99% success record for last 5 years. One bonus tip for you: have an accountability partner. That is very critical. Have an accountability partner. Now, this is the mistake that people do who never even give exam. Have an accountability partner. It can be your spouse, it can be your friend, it can be anyone, but have an accountability partner who will count on you. Have an accountability partner who will work with you. Have an accountability partner who will make sure you really give the exam. because I am talking about 10 mistakes about those people who fail in the exam. But what about those mistakes who never give exam, right? So I would highly recommend have an accountability partner who will hold your hand, who will ask you what is your status and keep walking with you. If you do that, I am sure you will clear PMP, and that will be the best thing for you. Guys, if you want to join our program, you can contact us on the number or email given below. If you want to buy these books, Pathway to PMP, or this thing, you can buy it on Amazon, right? If you want the e-copy, the Amazon is not available there, right? You can message me. I can give, you can purchase the e-copy there. If you're in Pakistan, since Amazon does not work, you can message me, you can buy it from Pakistan. My team has those books. In Saudi, my students have those books. In UAE, my students have those books. In Qatar, my students have those books. We're trying to get it to Oman also. And that's it. I hope that's helped you. And if you are preparing for PMP exam, do watch this mastery series that will really help you to become PMP in the best possible way. Thank you. And do subscribe. Please don't miss that. Bye bye.